Hello everyone and welcome to a late night Christmas themed color and chat. I'm glad to be back and making color and chat videos again because they are super fun, and Christmas is my favorite time of year, so I just got this book. I haven't colored it yet, and it's Creative Haven's Enchanted Christmas by Teresa Goodrich, who is one of my favorite illustrators. I think her and Marjorie Starnot, as far as like Creative Haven goes, kind of duke it out for most favorite of all time. There's some other favorites in there too, of course. So we're just going to do the very first page, or start it at least, which is the unicorn. The Christmas unicorn. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for her skin. Maybe I'll just leave it white with like a shadow, because unicorns are usually white. But her mane I'm going to make red and green because it's Christmas. So let's get started. I have this Copic Chow, which is G05, which is emerald green. So I have a couple of these Copic Chows that I haven't used yet, which is a shame because they're super nice. So get started. Hold on, let me take my glasses off. So I hope everyone's been doing well. I've been doing well too. Been doing a lot of reading. Still been doing a lot of coloring. You know, stuff like that. I have a diamond painting that I bought last year. That's from Hannah Lynn. Well, it's from Diamond Art Club, but it's by Hannah Lynn because I've had it since last year. And there is one that's out right now that I really, really want. And it's like $50, but I can't justify it unless I start working on the Hannah Lynn one, which also was not super cheap, I'm sure, as you guys know. Diamond Art Club has the best quality, but they definitely do not give their diamond painting kits away. So they do have sales though, which is cool. Oh, that looks nice. I'm just gonna leave the cap off because that'll be easier. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go over this with pencil or what. We're just doing the marker part for now. I usually just kind of make it up as I go along, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and try all the green bits and then do all the red bits. I think that'll be more time efficient. So what are you guys doing for Christmas if you celebrate? I'm probably going to visit family like I do every year, which is always fun. I'm curious to know if it's gonna actually get cold for Christmas though, because a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but it was cold last year. It was pretty cold last year for the southeast part of the country. I think it was like in the 30s. It might have been in the 20s at night. That's pretty cold for us. I know people in the Midwest are like laughing hysterically at that. So yeah, we'll have hopefully, at least a chilly Christmas. Because lately it's been in the 60s and the 70s, which is not the best Christmassy weather. If you want to feel Christmassy, you know. This marker is unusually strong smelling. Usually I can't smell alcohol-based markers. This one I can a little bit. It's not terrible though. It's the Sharpies that really hit me in the nose. Sharpies are really strong smelling to me for some reason. Even like compared to like other permanent markers, like the Bic markers, to me don't smell at all. But the Sharpies, the smell like knocks me over sometimes. Especially if they're brand new, like if I haven't opened them yet. It's really strong. When I was a kid, we had like these black permanent markers. They were called like Marks a Lot markers. I don't know if they even still make those. We had the same marker. I kid you not. I think we had the same Marks a Lot black marker for like 15 years. And it never dried out. And it never, like the smell was always really strong. It was amazing. I had one instance where a Sharpie that I got as part of a pack, like a small pack, one of them was already dried out when I opened the pack. But that's the only time I can think of where like permanent markers have been dried out. I've gotten some like art markers, you know, like couple of my Artix markers arrived dried out, but I mentioned before that it was okay because I still happen to have, you know, a couple of those colors in other sets, so it didn't matter, but still kind of a bummer. I'm going to use gel pen on these snowflakes, so I think it's hard with this kind of marker to, well, with this particular brush tip to like get in between this part, so I'm not gonna worry about it because it's supposed to be fun, not supposed to be stressful, you know. Let's see, put some green right here. This is gonna be the most Christmassy unicorn ever. Kind of makes you wish Santa had unicorns pulling his sleigh instead of reindeer, although they wouldn't be unicorns, they'd be Pegasus or Pegasi, because those are winged horses, because unicorns don't have wings, unfortunately. It's funny because I do really like brush tip markers, but like the chisel and the bullet nib don't bother me. I bet if I was more of an illustrator, it'd be easier or more of a preference to use the brush tip, but as just being a colorist, I think it's fine to just have the chisel or the bullet tip. I can't believe this one, I think, hasn't this one been out for a while? Can't believe this one escaped my notice up until now, because I really like the pages in it. I kind of like have to be careful about how many books I buy as of late, because I don't have a lot of room. I finally got a separate shelf for my coloring books, and they still don't all fit. Like I'll have to buy another one, which is kind of funny but also kind of expected. So, and I've donated and given away some that I had before that I didn't color in, and you know, which it's a bummer that I didn't color in them, but I'd rather somebody else have them and enjoy them and put them to good use than they just sit on my shelf and collect dust. Alright. You know, I can't tell what this is. This right here. Oh, I should put some more green right here. Totally missed this section. So do you guys have any coloring books on your wish list for Christmas this year? I have a couple. Can't think of the names right off the top of my head just now, but my family is usually pretty good about getting me at least one coloring related thing for the holidays. It's really funny because I got my nephew into coloring in The First Romantic Country by Erie. I brought it with me when I was there visiting for Halloween, and he he was like, I want one of these, and I was like, really? So I told him I'd get him one for Christmas, so I did. He's always liked to draw and color. My niece does too. Let's see, let's do the red next, because we do have the cap off. I think that's not hair right here. I think it's like parted right there. I'll fix that little dot later. So even though I haven't been on YouTube, I've still been coloring. I'm bad about posting on my Instagram, my pages as I finish them. I'm gonna probably not re-upload, but upload some pages I finished that I've never put on Instagram. Just, you know, as a recap. Just because you don't see me on YouTube or Instagram all the time doesn't mean I'm not up for coloring still. I still love coloring. I get a little, what's the word? Overstimulated, I guess. And I have to kind of take a step back from like the internet and stuff. Kind of regroup. It's not like a negative. It's not because of anything like sad or negative. It's just me. Just recharging my battery, so to speak. I don't know if you guys heard, but Jade Summer was taken off of the Amazon store because of a copyright. I think it was a copyright mix-up. And it took them a few weeks, but they finally got it sorted out, and they were back on Amazon officially as of yesterday, I think, which is so exciting. The thing that I don't understand is there are so many like blatant rip-offs of other people's work freely kind of floating around on Amazon that are not being checked. But then Jade Summer, who their artists do completely original work, gets struck down because of some technicality. It's really frustrating. I'm glad, because I still might order a Cute Christmas and color in it for Christmas in July, you know, because that book is adorable. There's a few Christmas themed books that are like super adorable. There's like one or two from Deborah Muller that are Christmas themed. And then the Cute Christmas from Jade Summer. And like I said, Christmas is my favorite holiday, so. Even like as an adult, I know it's like, oh, Christmas is for kids or whatever. It's like, no, Christmas is for everyone. There's a little bit more of like a magical quality to it when you're a kid, you know. But I think it's still just as enjoyable as an adult. I don't know if you guys who have Limouche markers have experienced this, like compared with other sets of markers maybe that you have, but the Limouche markers are like a little, they're not dried out, they're just not as juicy as like my Cali art markers or even my Artex markers. Any of my markers, they're just the driest set I own. They came that way, and like I said, they're not dried out, they're just not as juicy. And sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. Depends on, it's a good thing if you're coloring on Create Space paper, because as we all know, that paper tends to bleed and feather. the marker more, but on this kind of paper you can notice it more like smooth paper. You notice a little more on marker paper too, because marker paper is really smooth. I'm going to use different shades of red and green and other colors too in this picture. Mostly red and green though, because it's the first page and we want it to be really Christmassy. But you can tell like the Limousine marker is a little more patchy than the Copic marker is. And that's not because Limousine is bad. I think it's just the set I have. Because I have some other like colors in this set that aren't as patchy. But it's fine, because we're probably going to go over it with pencil anyway. I haven't decided if I do go over it with pencil, which I probably am. As I'm coloring this, I'm like, yeah, it would look really nice with pencil shading added to it. But I haven't decided if I should use... I have some Holbeins and I have some... Prismacolor. The Holbeins I already have next to me, so I don't have to take them out of the cabinet, which is a plus in its favor. The polychromos, in my taste, my opinion, they don't react well to create space paper. Kind of have to press hard. They like softer lead better, in my experience. We might have to do a test on the back page and see which one is better suited. If I stop yapping and finish coloring this hair and stuff. I think this marker is drying out, actually. Do you see this? It's a good thing I have like 50 sets of markers. See, that's what you can tell people whenever they're like, why do you have so many sets of markers? Don't you have like 5 of the same color? And you can be like, yeah, that's so if one of them starts to dry out, I have another one. Same thing with pencils. If anybody's like, why do you have so many sets of pencils? You can be like, so if I run out of a color, I have another one available right away. I actually don't mind if more of my Limousine markers start to run out, because that means I'm using them, right? That's what they're there for. I'm shaking the little table. Oh, it's already been 30 minutes. Time flies when you're coloring and chatting. You know what else I might do? Instead of using pencil on the hair, I might use my, oh, what's it called? I have it right here. Oh yeah, Crazy Pop. I don't know why, but I wanted to call it a crazy core. I'm thinking of like, those Skittles that have 2 different flavors on the inside. But yeah, the Pentel Crazy Pop. This is the red and the green mixed together. These are the Pentel Pop gel pens are the North American equivalent to the Pentel hybrid dual metallic pens. They're the same thing, they're just called something different and the barrel looks different. Same ink though. I have both kinds. And they're really glittery, really cool, kind of iridescent, color shifting ink. I highly recommend them if you don't have any. I use the gold like constantly, the plain gold Pentel dual metallic, also known as the Sparkle Pop. The glitter ones are called Sparkle Pop. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference because the green Copic is brand new. And the Lumiche's been used more than a few times. That's okay. I don't think it looks pretty good. It's not too patchy. We're gonna use the Crazy Pop to like go over the lines where some has bled over into the next, which it's fine. You can always cover that up any number of ways if it bothers you. I used to like drive myself crazy and try to be super precise and take like a month. And I still do that sometimes, take a month to finish one picture, but I try not to be too anal about it, you know, because it's supposed to be fun. Not supposed to make yourself crazy. I'm gonna color around this little bubble. I'm gonna put stickles on it, but, well, I'll color over it, it's fine. Because I'm just gonna use stickles. Or some kind of gel pen, so it's fine. And then up here, well, I always forget the very top, don't we? Or I do, I should say. I really need to like mark the ones that are starting to dry out so that I know when I'm picking one up, oh, this one might run out while I'm using it, so I don't use it for huge areas or even medium-sized areas. I need to touch that little part up right there. Ta-da! Alright. So we got the hair done. We're gonna save the detail bits for last. Now, we are, I think, going to use pencil shading on like the horn and all of the background bits and the ornaments and stuff. So let's see. Let's go ahead and shade the body of the unicorn and put this cap on so that it doesn't dry out. I'm gonna leave this out. So, alright. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna use this towel tree marker in Cool Gray 0.5 to kind of outline the unicorn's body, because we want her to be white, but we want her to like stand out a bit. I have two sets of Black Widow pencils. I have the original Black Widows and I have the Scorpion pencils. You know what's funny is I like those pencils, like I like the way they feel, but I constantly forget that I have them, which is really sad because they deserve love and attention like all my other pencils. But those are the those and the like Erogetin pencils, which I think I might have given my Erogitins away. Were those some of the ones I gave away? Now I can't even remember. I usually stick with like the 3 P's, as I like to call them. Polychromos, Prismas, and Pablos. But I have other sets too that I really enjoy that I should get out more. Like my Lyra pencils. I love those pencils. They're a really good blend of like hard and soft lead. I can't remember if they're wax or oil based, but they're very pigmented. They work really well on like really smooth paper, like in Joanna Basford's books, and possibly in these books too, but I haven't tried them in these books. Alright, let's see. Keep going down here with our little outline. It makes such a funny noise. That's how you know you're like pressing hard. You know, oh man. Okay, now I can't figure out, is this part of the unicorn's body, or is, like, where does it end? You know what I mean? Like, this is right here. But, like, what about this? I'm so confused. I'm just gonna outline this part because I know that belongs there. It's like, if this were part of their front, it would be a really, I don't know, it'd be a funny shaped body. I feel like, oh man. See, if I only knew what this part was. Wait, no, that's not the cover, is it? I wonder, is it colored in the back, maybe? Oh, that's Santa. And this one isn't it either. Well, shoot. Okay, well, I'm just gonna guess. It's fine. I'm gonna assume that, like, this is the end of its body, because if it was right here, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense. I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll just do it like that. It doesn't even need to have, like, any line right here. It's fine the way it is, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Am I missing any other little spots? I know I'm famous for that. I think we all are. Sometimes I think when artists do line art for coloring pages, it's clear to them where, like, the beginning and ending of things are, but it doesn't always translate to other people. Let's do this part. So I already know I want to make it glittery gold. Hold on, let me grab my, oh gosh. Oops. If you guys could see the tornado that has torn through my living room with all of my coloring stuff everywhere. I swear, like, when I try to tidy it up, it just ends up looking crazy again in like a day. So sometimes I don't even bother. I'm like, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. If somebody comes over, I just, like, shove it all in the closet. Alright, I'm also gonna get a red glitter pen. So I think I'm gonna use, excuse the noise, this one. So the regular red glitter gel pen is the Super Doodle glitter gel pen, and I like these. I got the 80 pack, and they all are unique colors. There aren't any repeats. I think I've said that before. Oh, excuse me for the yawn. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna do this around her neck, her little sash. So it's funny, you know how some things jump out at you right away? Right away I was like, I'm gonna make her sash and her bow red and gold glitter. It looks really glittery because the light is shining directly down on it. I mean, it is really glittery, but makes it look super glittery. Yeah, I like the Super Doodle glitter gel pens. I know I mention them like every time I color with them. That's just because I know a lot of people want to know, like, what the best of certain things are. You know, what people like best. So these would be, so far, my favorite glitter gel pens, like regular glitter. And then there's also, like I said, the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic / Sparkle Pop / Crazy Pop Pentel pens. Coloring with like glitter gel pens is so satisfying. Oh, no, maybe that's not what it is. I thought I almost figured out what this part was. Is it part of the thing, the bow around her neck? But then, oh my god, it's the Great Bow Mystery. That's so weird. Because look, it looks like it's like a ribbon like twisting right here. But then maybe, oh, maybe, no, why is it so weirdly shaped down here at the bottom right here? I don't know. That's so funny. Well, what if we just treat it like it's part of the ribbon? Would it look weird, I wonder? Because I feel like this is definitely the ribbon right here. It's just like twisted. But then further down, is that the other side of the ribbon? The other side of the end of the ribbon, you know what I mean? That's so weird. It's the perspective in my brain. It's like all messed up. I think it is, because look, it goes down like this. But then why has it got this weird like cutout right here at the bottom? That's what I don't understand. Oh well. It's decided officially now. I know, I'm like, I'm not gonna let it bother me, and I'm like harping over it. What is it? I don't know. Are you guys doing any like coloring advent this month? So last year I got the Sally Berry coloring advent, which I really enjoyed, but then kind of like fell off the wagon a little with it. And then I was like, I'm gonna finish it next year, and here it is next year. And like, I think, what's today? So today is, now it's the 14th of December, and I think I stopped on the 12th of December last year, so I'm already behind. And I haven't even started yet. Okay. So, while we let the ribbon around her neck dry, I'm gonna do the little gold bits over here with this is the gold Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. It's just regular gold, it's not color shifting. Gold glitter. This is the one I definitely use the most. Because it's like the perfect like glittery gold color. I love yellow gold instead of like a copper gold that you get sometimes. I have the Pentel regular like metallic Pentel gold pen that I really love too. I gotta say, this unicorn, she's pretty fabulous. So far, she's looking pretty good. She's coming together. You know, there's always like an ugly phase where you're like, I don't know where this is going, but I feel like doing the her ribbon around her neck and the gel pen really helped a little bit. At first I was like, oh, what did I do? I made a mess. Alright, let's see. I think we need a little bit of green right here. Oh! Ah, okay, I didn't smear it. I accidentally put my hand in the red glitter. Always don't always color, if you're right-handed, color from left to right. Because you will smear your gel pen. I have done that more times than I can count. No, I'm gonna put another color in there. That's all I can think of for now, besides the ribbon. Do I want to make this gold too? This like swirly bit in the middle. No, I think I'll make that another color. Alright. I guess we can just finish the rest of the ribbon off. I don't know if you guys are like this or if it's a me thing. I'm not heavy-handed, usually, except for when I use gel pens. Like, I peel the paper because I go back and forth really hard. I don't know if you can see that. Picked up some of the paper fiber. Try and move it over. Usually I just wait till it dries and then I brush it off. But I have this habit of like being really heavy-handed with gel pens. I think it's because I'm so used to them skipping. Oh, I got it off. See, there's some, I don't know if you can see that. Some of the paper came up when I was coloring because I was being too heavy-handed. Because I don't do that with pencil. And I don't really do that with marker unless I'm concentrating really hard, like with the gray marker outlining the unicorn. And it's usually okay if you do it with marker because, or alcohol marker at least, because it doesn't, you know, the tip doesn't go all to shreds and the paper doesn't peel from it. But gel pens are different. And see, like, I'm not pressing hard anymore and it's perfectly fine. I went to visit my dad in California and I went to a Blick art store while I was out there. Got myself a few single Holbeins and some Stabilo Carbo Othello, the chalk pastel pencils. Got a few of those. And a tortillon to like blend them together. And I got like this wine colored regular jelly roll gel pen and a sepia metallic gel pen. It's really fun to go into different Blick stores and see what they have, like how their stock differs. Blick is like art supply wonderland. If you can dream it, they probably have it. I'm so glad they carry like single Holbeins now, because now you can like try them out, you know, open stock like you can Prismas and Polychromas and all the other like major brands, to see if you like them, because they're so expensive. And I don't even think they're that expensive in Japan. Like, I think they're just expensive over here. I remember years ago, a colorist mentioning that Derwent pencils, was it Derwent or Caran d'Ache? It was either, I think it was Derwent pencils are way more expensive in North America than they are like in Europe, which makes total sense because they're made in Europe. Kind of like I've heard people in Europe say that Prismas are really hard to come by and they're kind of expensive, and here they're like a dime a dozen. Okie dokie. So, oh, it's been an hour now. So I'm going to stop recording and maybe do a little bit more and then come back for a part 2 later. Don't worry, it'll be in about a couple of days. But I had a really good time chatting with you guys and coloring, and I'll see you next time.